Hey guys, it's AR-15 guy here, and I was thinking about this lately, and this country, is showing to be so divided, and it's amongst racial lines and party lines and sexual orientation and old and young and rich and poor, and I mean, it's like we no longer realize the power of the individual. The whole reason our founding fathers set up capitalism is it empowered the individual, not the collective. Europe had the collective, but our founding fathers realized that the collective was destructive. Anytime you gave enough power to one group of people, or made one group of people more important than another group of people, you were going to create division in the country. Because unity, as crazy as it sounds, comes from the ability to think and live individually. My neighbor can't be mad at me if I'm paying my own bills and I'm taking care of my own yard and I'm taking care of my own kids and I'm not relying on anybody else to do it. Neighbor being the collective people around you. When you get into a socialistic environment, it absolutely creates division. Why does it create division? Because you have groups of people now trying to determine what other groups of people are going to do. And they're now trying to get a consensus to dominate another group of people, that their beliefs are right and everybody else's is wrong. Now think about that. Individualism creates unity. Why? Because it creates the ability for it to be okay for other people to think for themselves, to live and do what's right for themselves, whether it's religious or color, whatever. That doesn't matter. It empowers the individual to live for themselves, which keeps them from holding a grudge against other people. I can't hold a grudge against somebody about my taxes being too high if everybody's taking care of themselves, if everybody's doing the right thing, if nobody's gaming the system because they have too much pride in taking care of themselves. Now, does that mean that we shouldn't make exceptions for severely ill, severely unable to do anything? Absolutely not. We make exceptions for those. But it's when the exception becomes the rule, when 50% of the people are paying their fair share or more than their fair share in the country, and the other 50% is not, then that creates division. Then we start pointing fingers at each other. Well, you orange people over there don't work. You just collect welfare. Well, you purple people over there take all the money. We can't do anything. and you gray people over there take all the jobs. See, it creates division. It creates groups of people. People who all think alike end up combining together and fighting against other people who don't think the way they think. So when this country was brought together, they knew that socialism and collectivism would destroy the country. And so they worked very hard with 3 branches of government, a republic, to bring the individual into the mix. So that we would take the things, I might agree with Joe on one thing, but disagree with Bill on one thing, but I might agree with Bill on another thing and disagree with Joe on something. But we can come together and govern together because it's okay to disagree. It's okay to not believe the same way. It's okay to have personal values and personal beliefs. It becomes a problem when we say we're going to force our values on another person and start ruling as a collective. If I walk down the street and I disagree with Joe, it's okay in an individual capitalistic society. Because Joe, regardless of what's going on, Joe is taking care of himself. However he wants to take care of himself, but he's taking care of himself. He's not taking money out of my pocket to take care of him. He's providing for his family. However he wants. If he wants to underwater basket weave, if he wants to go out and hug a tree, it don't matter. That's his okay. And it's okay for him to believe that way. But in a collective society, it becomes the mob mentality. Well, you don't believe in this and you don't believe in that, so we're gonna force you to believe in it. And if you don't believe in it, you're a racist, a bigot, a homophobe, animal killer, whatever label they want to put on you. And when you create a collective society, you create division. When you create an individual society, a society run, governed, and operated by individual people exuberating their individual talents, then you create a unified society. Because it's okay to have differing opinions. It's okay to be different. It's expected. So anyway, guys, that's my video rant for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going shooting tomorrow, so we'll have some shooting videos up soon. But please like, subscribe, please share this video. I really feel like it's got some meat to it and people might understand. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great night.